Hello, sir. This is Steven Floyo, and this will be my CO1 FA2 Apache Kafka installation. So, to start our demo of how to install Apache Kafka, we will be using Kafka 4.0.0, one of the latest versions. And then it won't have Zookeeper because after version 4.0 and 0, Kafka uses kraft by default. And okay, so first, let's check our Java version. I'm using the latest version of Java. Oh, sorry. Uh, Java. I have the latest version right now, 21. And then ito po, expected output, install OpenJDK. Okay, we don't need to do this. Okay, so for security best practices, according to my source of this tutorial at the very end of this document, we need to do it is suggested that we create our own dedicated system rather than using the root. So let's start with that. I'll enter my password. Okay. I already have the Kafka username. Okay. Then let's create this one. Set directory of the ownership. Again, I am following a tutorial that I will be giving credit at the end of this documentation. Okay, and then we will be installing Kafka. So I have the version 4.0.0 for this submission. For that, I will open the file that I have set up above, to which I would have downloaded the Kafka. But since I already have that, I won't be downloading it. Okay, so I would need to extract it, but I will be needing to do that. Ensure that Kafka user has full access to all Kafka files. So we'll be using this. My username that I have used is Kafka. Then we need to confirm that all files were extracted correctly. Okay. And then we should be seeing directories like bin, config, libs, to which bin and config, we need to use them together to run our Kafka server later. Okay, so we'll be heading on to our Kafka configuration. And again po, starting with Kafka 4.0.0, Kafka uses kraf mode by default. And then since from the Blackboard was using Zookeeper, I wasn't able to use Zookeeper because it was in old versions. And it was suggested that we need to use the latest versions according to the requirement, to which it hasn't allowed me to use Zookeeper. Okay, to continue, we need to generate a unique cluster ID, to which let's try that. We'll generate a key. Let's try and save this. Let me just put it. Let me just use a different key that I used earlier. So that generates a key, but I will be using one I made earlier. So this one. Let's try it. Here we'll be initializing the Kafka storage. Okay. Okay. Continuing. We created our our Kafka storage. We initialize our Kafka storage, and we're using the key. And then let's head on to system service configuration. So we would be needing to create a system service file for the automatic startup and management of Kafka service. Again, this is all according to the source that I have used on the tutorial. Okay, so we need to create Kafka service using Nano. Okay, so this Nano starts with an empty file, and I will be needing to paste this, basically what's inside this file, and then I will be need to save it. And then next, we would be needing to create the data directory. Okay, so before starting our Kafka server, let's go on ahead and do these processes of starting and enabling the Kafka service by reloading the system CTL daemon, enable Kafka to start on boot, start Kafka service. So the service would be running after this. Then let's check the service status. Okay, our service is active and running. And I'll be exiting this. We're back. And then there we go. Our service should be running and it's seen as here. And then we have to test the Kafka installation. So we'll be heading on to the Viva Mapua. Okay, so we would create our test topic. So yeah, Viva Mapua. Okay, should be good. Then let's open another terminal. Oh, sorry. Let's just use this one instead. Let's start our producer. Boom. Let's create some messages. Hello, Kafka. I'm Steven. If you are seeing this, then Kafka is working. Last message. Bye. Okay. Let's open another tab. Let's go to our WSL. Let's clear this. Then let's try to run Viva Mapua from the consumer. Enter my password. Okay. So here are our Viva Mapua. It's receiving the messages here. Hello Kafka, I'm Steven. I'm so sorry because I've been recreating this Viva Mapua a bunch of times, and let's just prove that it's receiving the messages that we have sent now. Hello Kafka, I'm Steven. Hello Kafka, I'm Steven. If you're seeing this, then Kafka is working. So it's receiving our messages. So again, I would like to here are my sources for this work. My primary source is a YouTube tutorial on how to install Kafka on Ubuntu 24.04. because I had to use the latest version. I had to find a latest version, latest installation of Kafka because I wasn't able to make the Zookeeper work with the older versions. So I had to do that. And of course, our official Kafka documentation. All right, thank you.